I promise you, I am about to blow your mind right now. All of this is literally made of mushrooms. Last year, I set out to redesign all of my small accessories that were made out of faux leather, and I really wanted to switch to a new manufacturer because a lot of these items, my passport covers, my luggage tags, my wallets, and my wristlets, were coming from different makers, and I wanted to get it all under one roof so the colors would match perfectly. I was hoping that there was a more sustainable option out there besides like traditional faux leather that is plastic based. So kind of did some digging and we came up with a really exciting new option for all of these items. 50% of the contents of the material in these items is mushrooms or mushroom roots. It is still 50% plastic based, like some of the binding materials to take the mushroom fibers and actually hold them together had to be made out of like a petroleum based plastic. And that is like super common in all of the fabric goods that we interact with. For example, socks have spandex in them, which is like a petroleum based fiber. And that is just something that is usually blended in with a lot of materials to give them flexibility and durability. As much as sustainability is really important, if a product isn't durable and has to be thrown away, that also isn't sustainable because of the work and the shipping and the transportation and just everything that goes into making a product besides the material it's made of. So if you're going to go through all the steps of actually making a product, then making sure that it is built to last is also super important. It's really hard to make a 100% like compostable item, but I just am so excited that we went from like a plastic based item to now it being literally 50% renewable. So like I said, 50% of this material is mushrooms and mushroom roots and all that. And it's actually really impressive that this material will biodegrade 61% in 105 days in industrial composting. I'm not asking like people who use this product and then like, you know, eventually it's worn down after hopefully years and years or they're moving on from it. I'm not really imagining people are going to commercially compost their wallet. That's a very like not intuitive thing. So I'm excited that they do have that ability to break down and not like leave such an impact on our planet after their lifespan. However, the major thing to me is I'm just very excited that they come from a renewable source and aren't having as much of like an impact on the front end. So having these accessories was going to be a part of my business no matter what, and being able to reduce our footprint by 50% when it comes to these is super exciting to me. So I'm very happy to and proud to offer these. I actually think that compared to my old faux leather products, that these have a nicer feel and are printed more vibrantly. So compared to my old products, I just think that they really pop. The colors match perfectly. So that's like huge to me because with my patterns being printed on different materials across different products, matching the colors is an enormous challenge that is so hard to explain and like kind of difficult to imagine and understand, but printing is very finicky. So the colors matching perfectly is just so exciting to me and it's hard to achieve. It's exciting as heck to me that it is even better feel-wise, quality-wise, printing-wise than our old products and the 100% petroleum-based materials. So redesigning these products, I was hoping that I would be able to keep the price consistent with how much I was paying for my old products. Unfortunately, these are a little bit more expensive because mushroom leather is a very new, innovative material and it's not super commonly produced. So the more rare a material is, the more expensive it is because it's not being produced on like a mass scale. That would keep the cost down. So the material and the products are about 25% more expensive than they would have been if I had used traditional petroleum-based plastic faux leather. I did not raise my prices as a result of that increase at all, because this is something I wanted to do as a part of like my choices as a business owner, not something I wanted to pass on to my customers. The mushroom leather is more of something that's important to me, and I didn't want that to be something that then priced people out of being able to purchase my products. So when I was looking at all of the pricing, I kept it the same as it would have been in the other material. And that was really important to me because I just wanted these products to be made more sustainably from a more renewable source, but not be something that actually kept people from being able to use them and enjoy them. A huge problem with sustainability is that it tends to only be available to people who have a lot of resources. So I always try to keep all my products as affordable as possible, but that was also the case with these items, even though they're made from this nicer, more sustainable material. So something that I tried to think about a lot when I made that switch over as well. I've shown these at one trade show, only like as like a sneak peek. I didn't really have them out or displayed because I only had a couple of samples, but the reception has been really, really interesting. A lot of people look at me funny, like, what are you talking about? It's made of mushrooms. That like doesn't make any sense. Some people are like super excited and like have heard of it before. I think it's becoming more common to have faux leathers be made of alternative materials besides plastic or traditional leather. There is like apple leather out there, mushroom leather is one, and there's a lot of kind of alternative options. Mushroom leather is definitely like the most durable and has the highest content that you can have for a plant-based leather versus like apple leather or other options tend to be a higher percentage of like plastic-based material. So that's exciting, and explaining that and kind of educating people on it has been really interesting. Even after I say all of that, like some people really don't even believe me because it feels and looks just like regular faux leather. I actually, like I said, if I'm comparing it, I think this is like a nicer, softer, flexible material, but it is really, really fun to see how people react. I've definitely had people wonder like, oh, is my dog gonna want to eat it? Or like, am I gonna be allergic to it if I'm allergic to mushrooms? And so there's just a lot of like interest in it being a plant-based material. As far as like both of those things, it doesn't really like smell or feel like mushrooms. It's a compound material that has been blended with other ingredients, for lack of a better word. So it's not really like in a mushroom form anymore, kind of like how when you have compostable straws or like those takeaway containers. So those are like plant-based, but that have been completely transformed. So I wouldn't really worry about any of those concerns. Obviously, like if you have a severe mushroom allergy, like maybe stand clear. We have marked all of the tags to say that they're made of mushrooms, just in case. Even though some people are kind of like interested and asking questions and maybe even like a little confused about how this all works because it's something new, I'm really, really optimistic about how it can be adopted and applied in different products and different industries. And I hope it really starts to catch on and become more of a normal thing because, like I said, it would cut the impact on the environment in half for every product that this material is being adopted for. So I'm hoping, since it's a very new material and I feel like I'm one of the first brands that's adopted it, I'm hoping it starts to become more widespread, and I hope that other companies, maybe even other small businesses that see that I'm using it, will also take the leap and try it out. I'm super excited about the potential that it has, and I'm, like I said, so proud that I'm able to offer this as a part of my business, and very, very happy that this all worked out and all of these new accessories not only look and feel so good, but I also can feel a lot better about them. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you have any more questions about my mushroom leather products, please let me know. I'm still also learning a little bit about it every day, and all of the questions and comments I've been getting have been really interesting and helpful. And if you have any other ideas about how to make EVD products more sustainable, I am so open and interested in hearing them. We already use recycled paper on almost all of our stationery and are working towards minimizing our plastic use as much as possible, but I am super, super interested in hearing any thoughts that you have. If you've ever seen my products in stores, ordered them online, all of that. So give me your ideas if you're willing. Leave any questions or comments you have below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know if there's any other particular small business content that you want to hear, because I'm excited to make even more videos for you guys about all my products and how I'm growing my business and also making it more sustainable at the same time.